Hi friends, today I want to talk to you about a maritime case that we handled not too long ago. It's Kelvin Dunn versus Marquette. It's a case that we took all the way to trial, and our client, Kelvin Dunn, was a tugboat captain on the Mississippi River and other navigable waterways. This particular accident occurred in Galveston Bay in hours of darkness while the boat that my client was assigned to was pushing two loaded chemical barges. My client was off duty, and when Kelvin heard some activity, some unusual vibrations, he went up to the wheelhouse to talk to the other captain, and they received a call from a deckhand down in the engine room saying that diesel was spraying all over the engine room. Well, as you can imagine, there's flame in there, and there's the potential for a fire and an explosion. So my client went down there himself to try to turn off the fuel supply to the starboard generator and then turn on the port generator. When he was proceeding toward the starboard generator, he slipped in the diesel, which is a very slippery substance. He fell onto his hip and he broke his hip, and he herniated a disc in his back. Mr. Dunn was taken to the hospital. He had to undergo emergency surgery with the placement of screws in his hip, and also needed a lot of treatment for his lumbar spine. Rather than taking responsibility for their unseaworthy vessel, the boat company actually tried to blame Mr. Dunn for doing what he did. Well, we took the case all the way to trial, and the judge in the federal district court in the Eastern District of Louisiana in New Orleans, he saw it our way, and he awarded Mr. Dunn $3.4 million in damages. Well, the boat company obviously didn't like that ruling, so they appealed to the United States Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. After oral argument, the Fifth Circuit said no, the judge was right, and they basically rubber stamped his opinion. Not liking that, the boat company tried to appeal this case all the way to they did appeal it to the United States Supreme Court. We filed a brief in opposition to their appeal, and the U.S. Supreme Court said, no, we're not going to hear the case. They had to pay the judgment, and they learned the hard way. So if you know someone who's been injured on the water, come talk to us. We'll be happy to help.